Oh almighty, all you need is the game. You can host the multiplayer off of your computer. You don't need a server. If you're only playing once or twice with your friends, you can do it from your PC. Yeah, sorry, compo, not Cleggy.
Compo and Clegg.
Yeah.
You can imagine the British flag screaming onward chaps. I could do that definitely for sure. Onward chaps! I'd actually probably stand on the back and drink a cup of tea while doing it. Just
driving past.
Yeah.
Morning.
Morning,
Good morning,
chaps.
dear sir. Lovely day.
The weather's frightfully British today. I think it's just you, Harry. Nobody else is addicted to Grand Tour. Well, I'm not anyway.
Is that back on Netflix? On Amazon now?
Oh,
or
I don't know.
they stopped not recorded it yet?
Don't know.
Used to like Open All Hours. Open All Hours was good. That was filmed not far from me as well. When they did the remake, you know, with David Jason, I actually went and had a look at them filming it.
Martin, if I click on this, I've already cleared my invite list down, but let me just show you. See? Ignore all. There you go. I have to do that every few days, Martin. As I said to you earlier, it's not personal. I just don't add people on Steam. And that it's been that way for about 3.5 years. Two of whose presenters out of action?
Hammond and
Grand Tour.
Clarkson.
I see, yeah. Oh yeah. I
Clarkson's ill, and Hammond nearly killed himself yet again. How many times has he had brush? Like
he's like a cat with 9 lives.
Yeah. Surely at this point you'd think, okay, I've nearly killed myself twice. I need to like maybe calm down a little bit. But no, he just carries on.
I feel sorry for his family.
Yeah. You can just imagine the phone call. Hi, this is it would have been the BBC, but now it's Hi, this is Amazon. We've got some news. What's he done now?
Have you noticed though about like it's only Jeremy Clarkson who appears in the adverts for the Fire Stick?
Yeah.
Like none of the other two are present. Why is that?
Because he's got. Have you seen the advert?
Yeah, of course.
Because he's got grief with BBC, and they'll be like, you can watch ITV, you can watch, Channel 5, Netflix, Amazon.
I can understand that on the first one. I can understand on the first one, but he's done subsequent ones.
True.
Jules, Nora Batty didn't have a cafe. She brushed outside her flat and hitting her neighbour after he said rude remarks to her. I remember that. Who was that he subbed? Spixers! Thank you for subbing, Spixers. Welcome to the house. Can we give Spixers a nutty welcome, guys?
Either way, I've been to the cafe and I've been to the house where it was filmed. I've been home first.
No money is made through Steam, Martin. What do you mean? Valve make a lot of money through Steam. They take 30% of every sale. Jacob Brogers, thank you for 5 months.
Well, I did slow down to try and let you catch up, but you're not doing much catching up. I'm at 11 miles per hour.
I'm doing 14 kph.
Kilometers. 11 kilometers, not miles. I changed it back to kilometers just so that we'd be on the same wavelength.
Beastie, we're not allowed to buy stuff. We're just the minions. Sommy's in charge. He does all the buying. He does the buying and selling and takes a cut.
Yeah, he's like Del Boy. He's the wheeler and dealer.
Not bad, Jessica. Valve needs to make a Half-Life 3. They're probably already working on it. Probably just haven't mentioned it. It'll take years to develop. They got to do something with the billions. Doesn't the games creator get a percentage if you buy on Steam? Of course they do, Charlie. Of course they do. But whatever they set the price at, Steam will take 30%. It works the same way with Apple. Like if you make an app for your phone or a game for your phone or whatever, and you sell it on their platform, they'll take 30%. So if you charge $1.99 for your app, they'll take 30% of that. They'll take like 60 pence. It's the same on Steam.
Which is ridiculous if you ask me.
Yeah, but unfortunately, you know, Steam is the heavyweight. It's the leading digital platform. You can't not be on it, you know. I mean, you could be on Uplay. Good luck with that. At this point, whatever they do halfway through, probably a disappointment. Too much waiting. I don't agree with that, Quickset. I don't agree that waiting longer is going to make it a disappointment. I mean, they could, you know, take 5 years and just make an amazing game. Like, you know, what they did with Skyrim or something. Bethesda did with Skyrim. Just take 5 years and make something absolutely amazing. They could do that. You know, nobody said to Bethesda, 5 years is too long. Skyrim's a massive disappointment, did they? Maybe it'd be a Half-Life card game. Maybe. Who's that? Bobster. 8 months. All of the win. Thank you, Bobster. Jacob Rogers, 5 months. Card games don't interest me.
I like Solitaire.
Yeah, it's alright. I get bored though. People thought did with Fallout 4 though was a disappointment. That was a disappointment. What, Fallout 4? Was it? Who said it was a disappointment?
I've never played it, so I don't know.
Crosshome, thank you for the review. I thought it was a big success. Maybe I'm wrong. I didn't play it myself. Thanks. They announced that Dota card game at T1 and you could hear the entire crowd groaning disappointment. Yay, a card game, just what we always wanted. I don't know, you can't really say to a bunch of like PC and console gamers, we've made a card game and expect anything particularly good. Shalaz in 7 months, I can count to 7 now. 4 more months and I'll be taking my shoes off. Nice. One of the most convenient parts of Steam is that Valve also makes sure that any VAT is paid on every purchase. Very true. Very true. Because it is a pain. You're right. Because whenever you sell across the world, you know, there's different rules. So you're quite right. It sold well, but when the fans got into playing it, Fallout 4 had too much RPG elements stripped out and open-endedness to the quest lines. Didn't they bring a DLC out as well? Did that fix the problem, or was it just more of the same? Alekvi, 7 months. 7. Thanks, Alekvi. The DLC added more quests and new location. What do you think the future of both ETS and ATS is down the line? Well, ProDrive, you know what? When I go to Gamescom in 2 weeks' time, I'm going to sit down with Pavel and I'm going to ask him that question. I'm going to say, what is the future of ETS2 and ATS further down the line? I'm going to say that. And I'll probably get some vague answer. But we'll see.
Only time will tell, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it's always the same. There's always things that they're not prepared to tell you anyway. Because competition.
That's it.
You heard rumours GTA 6 was in the making. Yeah, but there are... Charlie Sims, I'm fairly confident that GTA 6 is in the making. You know, why would it not be? It's a license to print money, that series. Why would it not be under development? But at the same time, you're not going to hear about it until it's ready. Henry Hooch, jump on TeamSpeak and ask the guys if there's a slot. When you go to Gamescom, are you going to see Shadow of War? I don't even know what that is. It sounds like some kind of fantasy RPG something or other. So would I, Heyman. Why do you keep adding DLCs to ETS and ATS? The future sounds pretty good. Maybe. It's not enough, if you ask me. It's a Lord of the Rings game, right? I reckon we need another refill before we finish this field.
Yeah, I'm down at 15%.
8%?
15%, yeah.
I'm at 43. How does that work?
No idea.
I've done the same strips as you.
Are you looking at the right one?
Yeah, it says the seed is on 42% and the fertilizer is on 65%.
Wow.
Why do game creators keep things such a secret? SCS only people who keep you updated. Commercial reasons for it, Charlie, is just to make sure that they don't give away their ideas too early. You know, they're very reluctant to tell you about stuff that A, they've not built yet, and B, the competition could... If they said it too early, somebody else could build it quicker. So there's always a bit of that in there.
Competition's the main thing.
Yeah, Service, I didn't play the first one, so... not.
By the way, on that road that you're on next, the study of that telephone pole, or electricity pole.
Oh yeah, I'll just shimmy around it.
No, I'm using the right seed. I've got wheat selected, but...
That would be funny if we had like strips of wheat and barley going up and down this field.
Yeah.
Oh god.
I don't think that'd end very well. I think I wouldn't be... Mind you, I can't get into a punishment tractor, because wait, I'm already in a pink tractor.
As an urbanite Canadian, can you explain to me what you and Steve are doing right now? We are seeding the field with wheat. So,
go and see, fill up now.
What it means is that after a couple of in-game kind of day cycles, this will have turned into wheat that we can come and harvest. We can cut it down, we can take the grain, and we can use the straw that comes off it.
Indeed. And hopefully we'll get to do that today.
You plan to grow potatoes? Well, we can't grow potatoes. Curb Noob, we can't grow potatoes for a while because we would need specialist equipment to harvest it, and we can't afford it yet. So yeah, we usually do later down, further down the line, start to grow the more complex stuff, and we'll get animals and things like that. But there's no point until you can actually afford the equipment for it all. Like, it makes more sense initially to buy, you know, wider seeders and wider harvesters and all that kind of thing. Rickster with 6 months. Tessor, thank you for the resume. Bilbo Baggins, thanks for the resume.
Right, I'm filled up. I'm on my way back.
Okay. Where's the money gone? Beastie. It's being used to buy things. Could be fuel, could be seed, could be bits of equipment.
Could be a field.
Could be a field. There's a mod for the grain where you can grow tobacco. I've never seen that one. What is the one game you wish you could play every day, not for streaming or recording, but in your downtime? I actually don't know. I mean, I enjoy playing shooters offline, so I'd probably go with a shooter. Just to, you know, it's quite relaxing just shooting people in the face in the game, so I'd probably go with that. I quite enjoy Rainbow Six, but I don't play it very much. So, you know, something like that would do me.
Are you off for some more seeds now?
Well, I think I can probably... I've got 20% left, so I'll stick it out as long as I can. Today a combine got fixed and then you saw the bill. Yeah, I can imagine the numbers on a machine like that are not small. Even if you need a new tyre for a combine, that's going to be huge amounts of money.
A lot of rubber.
Do you play Battlefield 1 or Bad Company 2? Alan, sorry. I don't play Battlefield 1. I still have Bad Company 2 installed, but I haven't fired it up in quite a long time. But it's still an amazing game. Definitely the best Battlefield in my opinion that they ever made. If they would just kindly make that again, I'd be very happy. Very happy. Because it was a game that was about skill, you know, there was real skill involved in it.
Oh, yeah.
No, I don't keep track of Fernbus anymore. Jules, I got jam donuts for tomorrow. They're not Krispy Kremes, are they, Jules? I've never heard of Siphon Filter Purple. The next Battlefield game they said will come out next year from what you heard. I thought the next Battlefield game was the World War II setting, wasn't it?
That's Call of Duty.
Oh, is that Call of Duty?
Yeah, Call of
Oh,
Duty.
yeah.
I've got that one in my watch list. I'm waiting for it to come out.
I don't know.
It's going back to the old style of Call of Duty. It's not going to be any of the, you know, modern jumping on walls and low gravity and all that crap.
Yeah.
It's going to be old style Call of Duty.
Well, I mean, yeah, I don't know. It's still EA executives in charge of the game, and that's the problem with it. I don't know. I might play the story, but that'll be about it. I would not play it online still. It's just I don't like Call of Duty online.
Yeah, I've never played it online. I just play the story mode. Oh, hold on. Is that Sommy over there? Because he's got a blue tractor. It is. He's got a blue tractor. That's where the money's gone.
Oh, yeah.
Behind you.
Back there. Maybe you had that in the shed and didn't tell you.
I tabbed around every single vehicle and it wasn't there.
Why don't I like Call of Duty, Charlie? What, you mean the online stuff? Just because of the nature of the game is, it's very spawn, die, kill, all that. It's a very fast turnaround game. You know, it by its very nature, it leads you to just kind of be very gung-ho and mess about, really. You know, because you're going to die and then you spawn back and you're going to die again and spawn back, and it's just, I don't like it. I prefer Battlefield than Call of Duty for the online style. But even Battlefield just got too gimmicky. Yeah. Too many things that are broken in the game. You know, we've said it before. The more kind of equipment and guns and stuff you add to a game, the more complex it becomes. In terms of, there's always exploits, there's always things that's broken, there's always stuff that's imbalanced, and the more you add to it, the worse it gets. That's why I liked Bad Company 2, because it was a lot more simple compared to something like a modern Battlefield game or a modern Call of Duty game. But on Call of Duty Online, like the maps are really small. They pack quite a few people in there, and it's just a frag fest at the end of the day. And I'm not really into the frag fest side of things. It's nothing personal to the game. It's more I don't like that playstyle. You know, Battlefield has quite big maps, which is nice, and vehicles as well, which is cool. As well as destructible environments. Like, I like the idea that you can change your environment to give yourself an advantage. I like it when games reward you for creative thinking. I like that. Like,
stop playing Call of Duty because you find it more sci-fi. I'm the same, Jones. I agree.
Well, it's not so much. I mean, yeah, I agree with that as well. But in Call of Duty, the maps are fixed and they can't be destroyed. Yes. So once you've learnt where all the kind of camping spots are, the choke points, once you've learnt all of that, that's it. You know, you've got the map advantage over somebody who doesn't know it. With Battlefield, you can change the environment, so you can, at the very least, you can kind of keep things moving and destroy choke points and that kind of stuff, or destroy cover. And I preferred it for that reason. King of the Hill, well, it's a battleground type game, isn't it? Like, they're fun to play, but I wouldn't play it every day like some of the streamers do, you know. Paul's again, thank you for 18 months. Bilbo Baggins, hello Paul and chat, hope everyone is well, keep up great work bro. Also loving the Mice and Macabre videos. Thank you for 7 months, Bilbo.
You must be low on seeds now.
Yeah, I'm pretty low now, but I've got enough. Tessor, 4 months, thanks for great videos. Have we started talking about what Steve is eating tonight? No, he's had a takeaway already, I think.
KFC.
He's had a KFC, he's not allowed one tonight.
I don't know. I am allowed one. I might have one.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I might have a burger or something.
I know it is, Jake. I know it's huge. Doesn't mean I'd want to play it every day. Have you played any of the Armour? Of course I have, Charlie. If you look at my channel, you'll see Wasteland videos going back 4 years. What's going on back there?
Trying to refill, but...
What, is this a reseeding thing?
Yeah, I'm just trying to work out how to use it.
You need to open the cover. Still doesn't work for me.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, I see. Ha, pours it in.
Yeah,
nice.
That's kind of cool. Just reseeding again.
Wow. Does it do the fertilizer as well?
Just seeds.
Well, it... Okay.
21.
Never seen that thing before.
No, me neither. Field 21. Oh, it's just over there.
Do you have Tropical 5 on YouTube now?
Field 21. Just trying to find out what we're seeing.
I assume it's not wheat.
It's barley or something.
You remember Steve saying I have no money for a takeaway and now I might just have one? Yeah, I remember that as well.
Barley. Alright, let me set up a GPS. Rotating slightly.
Barley's the one that looks like a little brush, isn't it?
Yeah, like a little feather duster thing. Just press Y once after
Have you set a course up yet?
I'm just doing
Heyman have already had a McDonald's special burger.
Okay, you got them.
What's it called? Signature burger. Already had one of those this week.
Have you copied?
Yep.
Yeah, the signature burgers are quite nice.
They are.
Steve is now part of the Just Eat stream team, Paul.
Chris Ather, thank you for the resume. You've only played COD 1. It was epic and so good. Went on Ian with good friends. You're allergic to games like Overwatch, just too unrealistic. Well, they're fantasy games, aren't they? Overwatch is like a fantasy setting.
Yeah, I've done all of the Call of Duty stories apart from anything after, is it Modern Warfare 4 or 3, whichever one it was. It then just got too sci-fi, like jumping and you could run along walls and stuff, and it's like, yeah, you can't do that in real life.
They were just desperate for new gimmicks. Yeah. That's the problem.
You'll have to do that inside lane, and then we'll not be turning on each other. Steve, does your KFC deliver? No, but McDonald's does.
No, James, I won't get the new Xbox. Just cope with 93. Wow, 6 months already, 3 more to the Twitch, baby. Keep up the great work. Thank you for 6 months. Enjoy the acorn. Just had a hot kebab and beer. Nice. No, Bandita, my McDonald's doesn't deliver. But you can get the Uber Eats stuff. If you really can't be bothered to go there yourself. It's a bit squishy up here.
Yeah, just gonna go round and round twice or something. That's gonna be a nightmare to get a combine into that car.
Yup.
Wolf heads.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry. Non-destructible bush.
Hey, the bushes can slow you down, they're that good. Jules, there's going to be heavy showers over the south of the UK tomorrow. Oh no, I've not seen heavy showers for a long time, Jules. Maybe about
4 days of it.
10 hours ago. When it just never stopped raining all day. I was saying, Jules, that yesterday it was basically monsoon season. As far as Essex is concerned, that's more rain in one day than we get in months. It's just crazy. It does rain, yeah. It just depends where you live in England. Like, the UK is a lot smaller than the US, Cat, so, you know, different parts of the UK will get different rainfall, like tremendous differences in rainfall. In the same way that, I don't know, say northwest, like Canada, will get a lot of rainfall, whereas in California, you won't, you know, it's very dry, isn't it? It's like that here, but on a smaller level. Like Essex is pretty dry because the prevailing wind is from the southwest, so we hardly get it. By the time it gets to Essex, it's all gone. But yesterday, it was coming from the north. All the weather came from the north, and it just binned rain all over everywhere.
Oh, that's it. Just blame us.
Well, no, it did. If you looked at it on a satellite, it just came it was going, you know, straight south. And that's why I said to Rome, I said, you're going to get it, because it's going straight for Belgium. It was going from the UK all the way to Belgium.
Yep.
And that's what it did. And it was to do with a big low pressure over, like, north of Scotland, and a big high one over the Atlantic, and it just swirled round. Oh yeah, absolutely, Cat. There was no flying for me yesterday. In fact, I don't think very much took off at that airfield yesterday. I had nothing to do with the squirrel. I know I'm from the northwest, but I have no control over the weather. Well, I'm from the northwest as well, MJ. Where it rains a lot more than it does in the southeast. No, I had 2 booked yesterday, Cat. I had 2 lessons yesterday, and we couldn't fly because it was non-stop rain. Like, non-stop rain with low visibility and a crosswind. So we did some ground school stuff.
Crosswind would have been fun landing.
Oh yeah, where the runway was, it's basically runway like 06.
Yeah.
And the windsock was horizontal, literally crosswind in it.
Nice.
Like absolutely at 90 degrees to the runway. Because basically that is just the most uncommon wind that they get in Essex.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I've not flown for a few weeks now, Cat. So I'm flying next week, allegedly. Assuming the weather holds.
When you fly in real life, just pressing Alt F4, mate, you go faster or...
No, it quits the plane.
It jumps out.
Yeah, you just jump out if you do that, press Alt F4.
Oh, yeah.
Well, the thing is, Cat, if you're learning in crosswinds, then at least you're learning, you know, anything else is going to be easy, isn't it? As opposed to learning in calm weather, and then when you're out flying on your own, suddenly hit by a crosswind. Of course it has ProDrive, absolutely. Game of Penguins, wow, can I see your mug? What's happened to the green screen mug you got on Sunday Night Trucking? Mrs. Squirrel has just bought me a plain white mug. The green screen one is in the kitchen. I have no control over what cup she uses. Newcastle. Well, yeah. Newcastle weather can be pretty abrupt.
Newcastle's the airport that's on the hill, isn't it? So it's always got a bit of wind.
I can't remember if it's on the hill. I've not been there for a while.
Yeah, I'm thinking it is. I think it's the one that's on the, like, it's got a hill, and it always creates, like, some really bad turbulence and stuff coming into land.
Yeah, Beaker, I agree. Some of the crosswind landings on YouTube are awesome. There's some absolute, like, pearlers down at Kai Tak when they used to land there. There's some amazing, like, 747s landing in crosswind. Well, Baz, that doesn't sound right. That should have been charged.
I don't know where you're going.
I was just going to run that edge, but...
Oh, okay. I'll carry on.
No, me neither, Beaker.
Oh, I would.
Yeah, but it's not just the crosswind bit. It's the fact if the wind, if the weather is that bad, it's all the turbulence on the way. All the kind of getting thrown around for 20 minutes before you get to that bit, and then having to go around and do it all again. And by that point, there's no doubt there's going to be somebody on the plane throwing up. You hate rain, Purple. You should move to the Sahara. They don't have much rain though. Don't know what the internet's like though.
Yeah, don't expect to get fibre.
You learn that I will never take passengers up when it's like that. Yeah, especially if they're not used to it, Cat. Like if they're not pilots themselves, they will find it a bit unsettling. Hey, Captain. I'm on 26% seed. I don't know about you.
See, this is odd.
Actually, no, 26%
I'm
fertilizer.
On 54.
Fertilizer.
Yeah, I'm on 54% seeds and 61 on fertilizer.
Oh, that's because you filled up and I didn't.
Oh yeah, the fertilizer.
Yeah.
What are you on seeds?
65.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Cat, I would just take her up on a calm day and let her get used to calm weather flying for a few goes and then maybe think about something when it's not calm. That's what I would do.
Just pull a 0G stunt as well, Cat. Let her float. You know, like zero gravity.
When you pass, what are you going to do with your license? Can you hire a plane and wander off somewhere or something? Yes, that's exactly what you can do. You can hire an aircraft and go and fly. I mean, initially, you know, you're not going to be flying to France straight off the bat, are you? You're going to be building your confidence a little bit, doing cross-country runs for a while. And then gradually pushing the boat out a bit. I think I hear a vehicle like a... Oh, it's my Jaffo.
Yeah, Miss Frosty and the Jaffo.
Zero G and a 60-year-old Cherokee. Whoosh.
Might be afraid of what will come up from the floor. He might find a $20 note, you know. You never know.
Squirrel tour sport? No, not quite. Your private pilot's license is exactly that. It's not a commercial, so you can't ever fly and charge money for it because that's commercial.
I like what ATR, A Trolley says. I remember my first flight with my fiance when I started flying the Cirrus and disengaged the autopilot and she suddenly heard an alarm in her ears. From then on, I make a note of informing the passengers to prevent them from clenching onto the handles wall.
Yep. Because if they don't know what the noises are, it freaks them out.
You're like, beep, no, the engine's down. I'm just kidding, it's the autopilot.
You're expecting a tour, Cat? Well, if I've got my license by then, you can certainly have one.
Hey, you're going to have to come up to Doncaster.
Fly up to Doncaster?
I'll jump in. Huh?
Yeah, it depends how long it would take to get up there, because you have to hire the aircraft by the hour, don't you?
Oh, is it?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'll have to drive down to yours then. Well, to Essex. You'll have to let me have a go. That's going to end well, isn't it?
Well, I mean, it's not so bad when you get up there, I guess.
True. I've done it before. Like I say, I went up on a Cessna, I think it was a 152 or something.
Yeah.
Which was on my 18th birthday. It was a long time ago, like, but you know. You know me, I'll fly anything apart from Airbus. Oh, you scumbag!
What?
You're coming down the same one as me.
I was coming down this one while you was going down the other one.
But there's 3 strips there that need doing.
Yeah, I'm going to do those in a minute.
Uh-huh.
I'll have to go and fill up my seeds anyway shortly.
Throwing me off my stride.
You've got a 737-300 tonight. When those take off, you can hear the entire plane bending and groaning. What, actually, you're flying out tonight, Kat? Where are you going? 300, blimey. You're not talking about X-Plane, are you? Oh, somebody's there.
Yeah, he's got fertilizer.
Has he?
Yep,
What, seed or fertilizer?
fertilizer. I'm good, I've got 50%. Exactly, Connor, exactly.
Are there different licenses for different size planes, Paul? Yeah, it's more, as you might expect, it's not simple. So you can fly a single engine, you know, light aircraft with your PPL. If you want to do multi-engine, you have to take like a multi-engine segment. Jets are a completely different thing. Indianapolis tonight, 2.5 hour flight. Oh wow, you're going to the Indy. Nice. I didn't even know you were into the Indy. Katie Hesvik, thank you for 30 months. Hype. Nighthawk, 11 months, so close to 12. Just counting the days. You are, bro. DJ Crush. 24 months. Golden Acorn incoming. Hello, Paul. Managed my 24 months of support. Got a wedding on Saturday. I'm the best man. Any speech ideas? Well, happy anniversary, first of all. And rip you, is all I can say, DJ Crush. I think there are plenty of resources on the internet now that help you out with the best man speech. The only problem is, DJ Crush, is you have to be careful not to just copy another one, because they're very kind of, some of the gags in it a little bit, you have to try and personalize it a bit, but you can certainly get some good ideas about the structure. Like, for example, at the start of it, there'll be things that you should always do in a best man speech, yeah? There's like, you know, thanking certain people, saying how wonderful the bride looks. There's like stuff that you must be doing. So it's really useful for that, because otherwise you might forget it. But when it comes to kind of the actual content of it, you can maybe nick some lines out of some other people's speeches and blend them into your own, or restyle it. So you can do it, you just have to sit down and write it out for a bit. It takes a while.
Have you run out of seeds?
No?
Not showing me that you've actually seeded that bit yet.
Well, I'm seeding it for sure. Just cope with it. 6 months already. 3 more to my first Twitch baby. Twitch baby. Keep up the great work. Thank you. Happy anniversary. Enjoy your silver acorn. And Chris Ather, thank you for the resume. I think I'm up to date there. Is it still showing we've not done it?
That script that you've just done's disappeared now. So.
Netcode for the one?
Yeah.
Compliment the bride, turn down the groom, don't forget to actually toast at the end. Yeah, pretty much it. Like, you've got to say great things about the bride, and then, because you're the best man, you've got to dig out all the bad stories about the groom, like embarrass him and all that, but not too much. You got to be careful about stepping over lines. Always be aware of your audience as well. You know, there's people of all ages in there. It's a family event, so there's kids in there, there's old people in there. Don't get too edgy, because it won't go down too well. How many times have you been best man, Connor? Twice. And I don't want to do it again. But given that one of my friends is now, you know, getting divorced, you never know in a few years' time. You never know if you're going to get called up.
Never been best man?
It's pretty stressful.
Don't say anything about the mother-in-laws.
Yeah, because they'll be there. The good thing is that a lot of people in that room will have had a few drinks by the time you get round to your speech, so you know they will have loosened up a bit.
So you can get away with it a little bit.
Sorry to hear that, Master Jeff. Jules, are you going to be best man for your son? Dude, I don't even want to think about that, but you don't normally. I've never known that. Normally your best man is like his best friend. That's what normally happens. Compliment the bridesmaids. Do not refer to the maid of honour as a 5-pinter. What? I wouldn't ever say anything bad about any of the bridesmaids if I was you, Bobster. Like, you're never gonna... If you compliment people, it's never gonna be bad. If you start taking the mickey, you need to be careful who it is. Blue's fertilizer, Greenie's seed.
Yep. So I'm gonna refill. Same as before, just open it up and then it should fill up.
The way it just injects it into the back.
Like fires it in, like go,
Yeah.
done. Fills it up so quick as well.
It really does.
Do you want to swap tractors yet?
Yeah, you're alright. I'm happy with my blue.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I think you're just growing to like your pink, really.
Uh-huh.
What are we meant to be doing now, then?
Don't know, I'm waiting for somebody to tell us.
Would you guys be happy
yeah.
seeding one more? Okay. As long as it's this crop that we've got. Vrome! Hello, Paul. Today is 1 year ago that I was given the honour to be a moderator on your channel. I've had a great time the past year. Here's to many more. Thank you, Vrome. I hadn't realised it was a year already. Blimey. Thanks for your support, Vrome.
Wheat. Field 11, wheat. That's 11.
Where is 11?
Oh, it's
Top
on the other
it's
side
far
of the
left.
map.
It's far left, isn't it?
Yep.
Oops. Don't even know how you get there.
I think you can get out there from where you're headed.
I think you can, yeah, you can. Just follow all the way around.
Mm.
Can't have been a year since Roman always said to us nutty mods, can it? It must be, Hannah. If Rome had a note in his calendar, then it must be. Mark Major, yes I am. Well, that's a nice building on the right. Yeah, he's a bit in the up position. I don't know if you can change it or not. I don't think you can. Oh, it's like a tunnel.
Oh, yeah.
The tunnel, but it's a dead end.
Don't know. I've gone the other way.
Interesting. Yeah, it's like a dead-end tunnel. It's weird. Jules, Steve, that pink tractor suits you especially with the PFU on it. Lol.
Of course it does. The thing is, in the inside view, I can see it. It's just on the hood and it's staring at me.
Field 11, was it?
Yes.
Oh, I'm going. How do you get into this thing? Ah, I see. Have I found the other logo?
Oh, there'll be another logo on the tractor.
The other logo?
To me, that sounds like there's another logo on that tractor.
Well, there's one on the side, if that's what he means. Unless he means something completely different. I don't know.
Have a look.
There's one on the side of the front of the engine compartment.
Yeah, I see that one.
But it depends if he means something else. What would your advice be about switching from control to wheel? Very happy using the controller, but I'd like to see it for wheels for me. It's... I don't know, Pro Driver, you'll just find you've got a lot more control.
Oh yeah, there's a logo on your chair.
I can't see a logo on my chair.
You have to get up.
What do you mean, get up?
You get out of the tractor and have a look. And then stand on the thing and have a look at the back, at the headrest on the tractor. If you stand here on the wheel arch at the front, you can see it.
Yeah, I can see like half of a logo.
Yeah.
And then it says something underneath I can't read.
Beware of something.
Beware of something. Something beware squirrel, it says. Something beware squirrel. Excuse me.
Bless you.
There you go. Well, you can also get in and just look at it.
Oh yeah, you can. Oh, it isn't. It's dynamic something system. Some dynamic something system or whatever it is.
That's weird how from outside it says beware squirrel.
Yeah, I saw that as well.
That's really weird.
Right, do you want to set up a...
I was just going to run a
GPS?
perimeter for starters.
Make sure you change it to wheat.
It's already on wheat. Oh, great.
Oh.
I went first person and I was facing backwards. I was still looking at my seat and driving forwards.
Oh.
The text is a default text. Yeah, I thought it said something else, Rome. Alright, Lord Jerry. Oh, my nose.
I can't see where you've seeded at the moment.
No, you might have to leave a gap just so that netcode can stop being rubbish. Did you see the unicorn next to the seat? What, in Steve's tractor?
Don't know, it might be in yours. Oh, it is. It's in yours as well.
Is it?
If you look on the side, like on the left-hand side, right-hand side, there's a squirrel.
The right-hand side?
On your
On
left,
the outside or the
on
inside?
your right-hand side.
The outside?
And then if you look further behind, there's a little pink fluffy unicorn.
What?
Behind, like on, if you look towards the seat at the back, it's on the left-hand side. So if you...
Oh, I see it, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there. I see it.
Control panel. Lol.
It's a bit annoying the way the wheel won't move down.
Yeah, is there no thingy for it?
Oh, I'll press spacebar and nothing happens.
You might have to press Alt, because I've just done mine and
Oh,
it's
great. I
come
just
down.
press Windows. Oh, yeah, there you go. Yeah, that brings it back. Driving with doors open.
I've opened mine.
Happy anniversary, Meta.
Who was that? Pringle! 34 months! So close to 3 years. It's been a total pleasure. It's time to feel the warmth. Ah, the warmth, Pringle. Thank you for 34 months. I can't believe it's nearly been 3 years. That is outrageous.